Choo Choo Charles, a game that is seemingly taking over the internet. Who would have thought that a death train with spider legs would become so popular with gamers and viewers across the globe? I had the opportunity to play this game for a few hours, and so I wanted to dive in and give you guys an honest review of what I think about this Choo Choo Charles. Let's get into it. Right off the bat, you start the game in a boat with this old dude rowing you to a dock on this island where there's this apparent death train that is terrorizing the citizens. Once you land on the island, they make it very clear that they're counting on you to come in and save them from this death train that is terrorizing them. And to be able to combat Choo Choo Charles, they generously donate you a train to be able to upgrade and cruise around the island to be able to do so. Once you have your train, you begin cruising around the map, trying to avoid Choo Choo Charles at all costs and completing the 4 primary missions. The objective of these missions is to collect eggs in which you can use to summon Charles at the end of the game to do a final boss fight. There are also several side missions or optional missions, as well as missions that allow for you to acquire some new guns to be able to upgrade your train. And throughout the map, there's items scattered on the ground known as scraps that you can use to upgrade your train's health, speed, armor, and damage. All of which play their crucial role in the final boss fight against Choo Choo Charles. This game is absolutely wild, because as you're cruising around the tracks, Choo Choo Charles is roaming the map freely, and if you happen to cross paths, he will chase you down and try to take you out. And it is your job to make sure that doesn't happen. This game definitely has its fair share of suspense and jump scares, as well as other terrifying moments as you're navigating your way around the map. The mechanics of this game are very well put together, and while there's not a ton of versatility or options when it comes to movement, there's not really a ton you need when it comes to trying to outrun a train other than just trying to outrun the train. Now the game altogether, if you wanted to run every single mission, optional mission, as well as gun acquirement, should take you around maybe 3 to 4 hours to complete. However, there have been challenges circulating the internet that have challenged players to do things like speedruns or to try and navigate the map without a train until the very end. Which, the map is a pretty good size, and so having to trek that on foot sounds like quite a task. I couldn't imagine trying to navigate that map on foot and then Choo Choo Charles comes out of the woodwork just to eat my face. No thanks. Some of the things worth noting is that in the missions that you're trying to run, you will occasionally come across guards that are trying to protect various items, and these guards happen to be wearing faces that resemble that of Choo Choo Charles. So if a death train with a terrifying face wasn't scary enough, now you also have guards with the same face trying to take you out. The game already appears to have mods in development, which will allow for you to modify the train, the map, and other various items to allow for you to customize and tailor the game to whatever you want it to be. I do have a couple of personal gripes about this game or things that I would change, but it's just me being selfish and wanting the game to have a little bit more. Those things being things like the difficulty of being able to get past the guards isn't terribly difficult unless they corner you in a room. Who would have thought that you could take 3 or 4 shotgun blasts to the face and still run away unscathed? In my opinion, there should be difficulty options when you start a new game, like an easy or novice type mode, maybe an amateur or medium level, and then a hard and potentially even an insane mode, which maybe increases the damage intake as well as reducing your damage output potentially, or things like that that allow for you to tailor the game just a little bit more to make it more the way that you want it to be, especially for first-time players that are looking to maybe ease their way in to death trains trying to eat them alive. The other problem I have with this game is that it's just too short. There are 4 main missions of the game. 3 of them are acquiring special eggs that you can use to summon Charles, and then the final mission being summoning Charles and defeating him once and for all. My problem with this is that it makes the game too short. In my opinion, there should be tiered progression getting up to each egg, potentially having required missions where maybe you have to get clues to be able to identify the location of each egg. That way it makes the game a little bit longer and a little bit more challenging for everybody, rather than allowing for it to be beaten and completed in just a few short hours, or even a speed run being done at as short as 20 or 30 minutes. The fact that there's only 4 main missions before you can fight the final boss and kill the train right off the bat does seem like a little bit of a bummer. And with that being said, that's my real only big complaint with the game, is that the game is just too short. It's not a big deal, the game is super fun, and I just wish that I could have played it longer before beating the game. And with that being said, I don't want to reveal too many spoilers in this video, as I feel like I've already revealed too much as it is. I just wanted to summarize everything by saying that this game is very well built, especially for being an indie game. It's a ton of fun, and it's really great to stream too if you're a streamer. Definitely a lot of horror aspects, as well as some things that might make you jump or panic just a little bit. So a little bit stress-inducing, but still a ton of fun nonetheless. If I had to give these guys a star rating out of 5, I would probably give them somewhere around a 4 out of 5 star review. The reason I'm not giving it a perfect 5 is for the reasons mentioned before this, but this game is very well built and it's a ton of fun. If you haven't downloaded it, I recommend that you do and give it a shot. Be prepared to run for your life from the death train. If you haven't done so by now, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you go to our channel page and you click the Discord link in the top right hand corner or wherever it is on your device, come over and hop into our Discord community. We have a lot of great people over there and we'd love to have you. Thank you all for watching this video and hearing my review of Choo Choo Charles. I hope you all have a wonderful day and stay safe. With